What is up, Postal Besties? It is your girl, Creole Barbie, alongside with
Miracle.
And today we are moving the mail with episode 16.
I can't believe it.
Miracle, I am so excited. And guys, also, we have a challenge, okay? Mm-hmm. Now, Miracle on her channel is actually going to be doing Vlogmas. Here on my channel, I am going to attempt to do Vlogmas. However, this is going to be day one of Vlogmas, okay?
Absolutely.
So I got more content to spread throughout this month. However, this is what we're going to be starting with. But Miracle, today we are moving the mail on episode 16. And we are now in overtime.
We are in overtime.
So I'm going to go ahead and start the machine up because...
You know what, though? I wanted to add something to what you just said. She said we in overtime. Unfortunately, this month, though, is no penalty.
Well, we're going to get to that and move the mail because we are not in penalty.
So I was going to say, I think I want to step out of overtime.
So I'm going to actually start the machine and we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
Are you ready, Miracle?
I'm ready.
Like you mentioned, the month of December equals a limited overtime, but we have no penalty. Mm-hmm. So will you continue to do overtime now that we are in no penalty, and is it worth it?
I mean, we still do overtime now, but it's just flat 12 hours. It is worth it because you still get 4 hours of regular overtime. I mean, something is better than regular pay. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But as far as like wearing myself down and draining myself, and I know I'm not getting that penalty, absolutely not.
And like you mentioned, because there is no penalty, so that means the entire month of December, we're actually working unlimited. They're giving that option out. Does that mean that clerks can go over a 20-hour cap?
Yes.
Okay.
For sure. And listen, y'all can even work 14 hours a day. Me and my husband did it a few times. I mean, it's very tiring. Bring your water. Stay hydrated. Eat something. But, I mean, the money, the chink.
Now, I will say some installments may be different from others.
Yes.
So you guys may want to check with your supervisor and your MDO to make sure that you guys are allowed to go over your 20-hour mark.
That's right.
However, at our installment, that's what's actually going on. So that's just to kind of raise your antennas a little bit. But Miracle, we are moving the mail, and I got to keep this machine at fast pace.
Okay.
How do you feel? We already worked Thanksgiving.
That's right.
But how do you feel about management excessively drafting for holidays? Is that necessary?
You know what's crazy? I am really glad you brought this up because I was literally just talking about this with my husband. I really feel like they overdraft because if you have us drafted to work in our unit for the holiday, why are you sending people out of the unit? And that's a grievance in itself.
Yes.
But I don't know if they're overdrafting just to force us to work. I don't know what it is because I was told that there's a certain percentage of number of people that they do have to have on the roster to work that day for the holiday, depending on how many signed up. But I just wanted to know what that percent was. Because, you know, I feel like if we had more knowledge of what that percent was, we would know how the draft worked. Because, yes, I feel like we've been getting overdraft.
And it varies by tours.
Exactly.
Because I noticed when it comes to tour 2, they always draft high.
That's right.
And then when tour 3 draft, they don't draft as high.
They don't draft a lot of people on tour 3. Even when we was on tour 3, I used to appreciate that. That's the only thing I do miss about tour 3. You know, we worked upstairs, so pretty much our seniority was like boom. So we didn't get drafted like on Thanksgiving and Christmas, 4th of July. It was always the ones up under us.
Exactly.
But when we came to tour 2, you know, seniority unfortunately changes. And that's okay because it costs to be the boss sometimes. We know we want to be on tour 2. We knew that was a part of it.
It does. But
I feel like being drafted for every single holiday, that's sickening. And I think the post office should have came up with some type of rule in our policy. Like, you know, this group of workers work on this holiday and this group of workers work on this holiday. I feel like if we all took turns, it would be more fair.
It'd be beneficial for everybody.
That's right.
Now, Miracle, How do you feel about maintenance staff abusing machine downtime for daily maintenance routines? Well, think about it, Miracle.
But they don't fix anything.
Now, this is when they actually have to have that machine.
Yeah.
You know, that window. So they're not.
Oh, you're talking about when they're actually working on it. We can't be on the machine.
Exactly.
I think that's ridiculous because then the minute you go to get on the machine, it still breaks down.
So have you noticed that they actually take their time? They may have a machine window from 7 o'clock in the morning
To
all the way
9:30.
to 9:30.
And they like drag it out.
They take every hour of that window.
And you know what? I'm glad you brought this up because I've even seen maintenance worker go over the window and they're still like, most of the time they're just vacuuming, checking and make sure it runs. I'm like, it doesn't take all of that to do the machine. I don't think that's fair, but to each his own. Whatever they allow, the SDOs, MDOs, you know, it's going to fly. But let that would have been us. That's all I'm going to say.